Have you ever wondered if computer games are actually made for mind control? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? From the earliest days of Pong to the latest virtual reality experiences, games have been a staple of our digital diet. But what if there's more to it than simply entertainment? The concept of mind control, while it may sound like something straight out of a science fiction novel, is not new. It's been utilized in various forms of media for decades. Advertising, for instance, is a form of mind control, subtly shaping our desires and preferences. Now imagine if that same power was harnessed by the gaming industry. What if your favorite pastime was subtly influencing your thoughts, your actions, even your personality? Intrigued, disturbed. Either way, you're in the right place. Stay with us as we delve deeper into this intriguing concept. The video game industry is a behemoth, but what goes on behind the scenes is even more fascinating. When we dive deeper into the mechanics of video gaming, we discover a world meticulously designed to keep players hooked. Game developers employ a variety of psychological tactics to maintain player engagement, and these tactics are not dissimilar to the techniques used in behavioral psychology. One key strategy involves the use of rewards. Just like a lab rat pushing a lever for a tasty treat, players are incentivized to complete tasks and challenges in games to earn rewards. This could be in the form of virtual currency, power-ups, or even just a higher score. The thrill of earning these rewards keeps players coming back for more. The concept of flow is another psychological tactic utilized by game developers. Flow is a state of intense focus and immersion, often referred to as being in the zone. Game designers strive to create this state of flow by carefully balancing the difficulty of the game. If it's too easy, players get bored. If it's too hard, they get frustrated. But when the challenge is just right, players can lose themselves in the game for hours on end. Then there's the social aspect. Many games, especially online ones, provide a platform for social interaction. Humans are inherently social creatures, and the ability to connect with others, form teams, and compete can significantly enhance the appeal of a game. Interestingly, studies have found striking similarities between these game mechanics and techniques used in behavioral psychology. For instance, the reward system in games mirrors the principles of operant conditioning, a psychological theory that suggests behavior can be shaped by reinforcement or punishment. Meanwhile, the concept of flow aligns with the psychological theory of intrinsic motivation, the idea that we are driven to engage in activities that are inherently satisfying. So, are we simply enjoying a game, or are we being subtly manipulated? As we'll see in the next scenes, the answer might not be as clear-cut as we'd like to believe. Scene script. Science has a significant role in this discussion. Let's explore how. The marriage of neuroscience and gaming is a fascinating one, with studies revealing that video games can cause changes in various areas of our brain. The brain, a complex organ with over 86 billion neurons, is remarkably adaptable. This adaptability, known as neuroplasticity, is the key to understanding the impact of gaming on our minds. Let's delve into the science a bit more. When we play video games, our brains go into overdrive. We're making split-second decisions, solving problems, and navigating virtual worlds. Researchers have found that this intense activity can lead to changes in the brain's structure and function. In a study published in the journal Molecular Psychiatry, scientists discovered that gaming can increase the size and efficiency of brain regions related to visuospatial skills. That's the ability to identify visual and spatial relationships among objects. In other words, gamers might be better at quickly processing complex visual information and using it to make decisions. But that's not all. Gaming can also affect our emotional responses. A study published in the journal PLOS ONE found that action video games can alter the brain's reward system. This system, which involves the amygdala and the striatum, plays a crucial role in our feelings of pleasure, motivation, and addiction. Finally, let's talk about attention. We all know that gaming requires a high level of focus and concentration. But could it be changing our attention spans? Research suggests it might. A study in the journal Nature found that action games can improve our ability to sustain attention and switch between tasks quickly. So, what does all this mean? Well, it seems that gaming does more than just provide an escape from reality. It might be rewiring our brains, influencing how we perceive the world, react to stimuli, and make decisions. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? The idea that something as commonplace as a video game could have such profound effects on our minds. The science seems to suggest that games do more than just entertain. They might be changing how we think and behave. The implications of these findings are enormous. One might wonder if game developers are scheming puppet masters, intentionally weaving psychological tactics into their designs to control our minds. Or could it be that this is merely an unintended consequence of their quest to create engaging, immersive experiences? The answer isn't black and white. It's a complex tapestry woven from threads of innovation, creativity, and the human mind's natural susceptibility to patterns and rewards. Looking forward, we must consider what this means for the future of gaming. Will we see regulations to protect players? Or will the industry continue to push the boundaries of psychological engagement? Could games evolve into tools for therapy, education, or even social change? These are questions without easy answers, but they're worth pondering as we navigate this digital frontier. Regardless of the intent, it's clear that games have a profound impact on our minds. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's summarize what we learned. We've delved into the fascinating world of computer games, examining the intricate strategies employed by the gaming industry and the psychological tactics at play. We've explored the science behind it, understanding how games can indeed affect our minds, altering our behaviors and shaping our perceptions. But the question remains, is this intentional mind control or simply a byproduct of compelling game design? While some might argue that games are designed with psychological manipulation in mind, others contend that these effects are simply the result of well-crafted, immersive experiences. The debate rages on, but one thing is certain. Games are no longer just about entertainment. They've evolved into potent tools that can influence our minds, for better or worse. While the line between entertainment and manipulation is blurry, one thing is clear. Games are more than just a pastime. They're a powerful tool that can shape our minds and behaviors.